And welcome back to BFG, the Barely Functional Gamers Podcast, episode 43. I'm Chris.
David.
And it's February 3rd at the time of this recording. You can catch us live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/barelyfunctionalgamers and or on any of your podcasting apps. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter/BFGS at Instagram at Barely Functional Gamers. There you go. And on SoundCloud or YouTube under the Barely Functional Gamers name. We are actually doing episodes on there now, so hey, what do you know? Also, this is not a child-friendly nor work-safe place show thing. Yeah, there you go.
Well, if you're here, it wouldn't be a work-safe place either.
Yes. Yeah. So
well, you can't see it, but I'm not wearing pants.
I know. I made sure to keep the coffee mug just right. Anyways.
No!
Yeah. So that's that. Make sure you get your kids out of the room or put your headset on if you're at work, because we do curse a lot. Sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes, all the time. Anyways,
all right. So I guess we'll start with games played this year. This year.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been very long yet, so kind of this year.
Yeah.
This year, all you've really played is Mutant Year Zero.
Yep. So yeah, this week it was Mutant Year Zero for me. So there's not much to report on that, except I'm having fun playing it. And then there's The Messenger.
Yep. Still was playing The Messenger this week. Finally freaking beat the game. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun with this game. It's super rage-inducing.
Yes, it is.
The game ended up being a lot longer than I originally thought it was going to be. But no, it was great. I mean, good boss battles, good level designs. Like there's this particular area where I got chased by this big slug thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it at the time when I was playing it, but the level progression teaches you how to do the boss fight. Because as you're going, the boss fight itself, actually I'll just fast forward to that thing real quick. So this is that level.
Yeah,
here we go.
It's crazy.
So you got this big old sluggy teeth thing chasing you.
A monstrosity.
And so you can't stop at all. And the entire time you're having to hit these little like magic fireflies to open rips in time so that you can actually make it through like some of the terrain.
Yep.
And yeah, getting to the boss, it was all learning that you need to open up passages with the time bugs. But it was also that you would fall into parts and there'd be like little spikes, right? And like you're like, shit, how do I get past the spike? Oh, look, there's a hook that I can hit, pull myself, and go faster, right? So like little mini chases throughout the level. So there's just all these little obstacles and stuff that teach you, because then when you get to this part and you're running away from him, you know all the little tricks you need to know in order to keep going.
Yeah, it looked very difficult.
It was.
But fun.
Yeah, ton of fun. Yelled a lot, cursed a lot. But it was a great game. The only thing I didn't do was get all the little secret emblems.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing a few of those, so technically I didn't get the good ending. But you know what? In this, with my life nowadays, it's a big feat to actually complete a game.
Yeah, no shit.
Or at least beat a game, I should say. Not complete, because I didn't complete it.
Yeah.
But I beat the game. That doesn't happen too often nowadays, where I don't have a lot of time. So it was great. If you like very challenging games, play it. The controls are tight. It feels great. But it's definitely going to test your skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
recommended.
definitely see that. Hey, there you go. You got a recommendation. So that's that for that part. I guess we'll move on to the geekly news.
Yeah.
We'll start with Bannerman, since that's kind of a small thing to talk about real quick. So Bannerman is a medieval RTS game, and it's having a open beta next week. Yeah, the 8th through the 10th.
Okay.
So people can come and play it, see what it's like
So it's just
before
open?
it comes out. Yeah.
Open beta?
Yeah, and it comes out the 21st of this month. So,
do you have any gameplay details on this? Like, is it online multiplayer? Is it just a single player?
I know you can do multiplayer, but it's mostly single player from my understanding. Campaign stuff. But yeah, it looks like
it's a big story driven game. Okay.
The gameplay that I've seen doesn't look the greatest, but it's not the worst either. So it's kind of like whatever.
So it's what a top down.
Yeah.
RTS?
Well, the normal RTS, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, but yeah, so in case people are interested in at least checking it out, remember you can sign up for the beta. I'm not sure exactly where, but you guys know how to use the internet.
Yeah, and their little cinematic story trailer looks very Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Totally Lord of the Rings.
So, anyways, that's pretty much that on that one.
Yeah, it's free. Might as well try it out.
Yeah. Next on our list, I guess we might as well talk about finishing The Punisher.
Oh, right. Yeah, so we're watching Netflix season 2 of The Punisher.
Yep.
So we finally finished that guy off. I fucking loved it.
Oh yeah, no, this season was really fun.
Yeah, it was great. Like the girl that he was taking care of.
Mm-hmm.
I thought when I first started watching, I thought I was going to be really annoyed by her, but by the end of the season, like
she realized,
yeah, she wasn't like an annoying little,
brat
prick.
Yeah,
a brat. I guess, yeah, a brat. And even I guess not the main protagonist, but I guess like the nemesis, I guess, of this show. Yeah, no, you really feel for him by the end. And
what was the name? John something or another? But yeah. By the end of it, you're kind of wanting. Yeah, you feel bad.
Yeah, and what I like is that they definitely do show the difference on the two sides of the Punisher.
Yeah,
where he still has a heart and human emotions and stuff, but when it comes to his sense of justice, he is just stone cold.
Yeah.
Because like there'll be times it just without even a thought, bam, bam, just take someone down. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Without
giving too many spoilers out. It's like he just takes someone down in the blink of an eye, and it's just like no second thought to it. But then when there's something like real in life, he kind of like actually has a really big heart about it. It's the direction was definitely different than the first season. I don't know, like not really quite. I think like the rhythm of the way the episodes played out was a little different.
Yeah,
still very good.
Yeah, definitely.
The fight scenes are still really good. A lot of like brutal like fighting, which is great. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What would you think?
No, for me, I really enjoyed the fighting because it was more of the characters saw him and was like, oh, this guy's a dumbass for coming in here, and then they end up getting the shit beat out of him,
Yeah.
So there was a bit of that was fun to watch. I guess my biggest thing is that they started to try to make you feel sorry for Jigsaw.
Yeah. Really? You think so?
Yeah. No, they definitely tried to make you feel for him at one point.
I never did.
Well, no, I didn't either. But I'm saying they tried to. They tried to humanize him. Which was, it's understandable to do that in that aspect, but it's like, you can't feel sorry for him. They tried to make you feel sorry for him at the end, but you can't. At least I couldn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
me neither.
Although I really, really wish they had done more with his face. He was not Jigsaw enough.
Yeah, that was like my only real gripe about season 2.
Yeah,
it's like they kind of, how can I say this? It's almost like it was all the cuts and stuff that Jigsaw's supposed to have on his face. They were just kind of creeping in from the sides a little bit, but the like actual center, the part of his face you pay attention to was all just still like, like fucking baby faced.
Yeah. Now, see, I don't want it to go overboard like, I don't know, Batman and Robin kind of bullshit, from the Batman and Robin movie.
But quite literally, like,
but it would have been nice to see, some of the scars that were on his face, like the one here, connecting to his nose and coming across.
Just one.
Something, yeah.
Just one would have brought all, like it was, like I said, it was just like all over on the edges of his face. So if you just had that one that connected across the nose or something, it would have brought it all together.
But
minor gripe. I mean, he was still batshit crazy.
Oh yeah.
Not that it didn't make me feel sorry for it, like we said, but it did give him motivation.
Yeah.
I felt his storyline. It really made me understand why, even though technically he was like the ultimate bad guy in the last season, that because of the amnesia and where he currently, like, he's still the person that he is, but he just doesn't have those memories.
Yeah.
And he's kind of tortured by the bits of memory he does have. It totally sold me on his motivation for being who he is in this season.
Yeah, no, he's a complete prick, and even having his memory lost, he's still that prick. He's still that guy who thinks nothing but about himself first.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can see it, so it's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, by the end of the season, I was very entertained, and I was satisfied with the ending.
Yeah, no, same here. I really hope Disney keeps what's his name as the Punisher when they start doing their own.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like another 2 years or something before they can do anything.
I don't care as long as they keep him, because he's really good as the
he's
Punisher.
Great, fucking great. It's really great. Because he gets fucked up.
Oh yeah,
and like he's one of the few like actors I see that looks like as fucking like rough as he does.
Yeah.
He plays that role well. Because the Punisher is just all sorts of fucked up. He gets fucked up. He's not all right in the head either.
Yeah.
But he plays it well.
And
the thing is like the Punisher is supposed to have one of those like really like like animalistic, like really grunty, like deep, like yelling, getting all that emotion out and shit. And he does that well.
Oh yeah,
he does that really well.
I like whenever he does the little barks that he does.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the fact that he keeps that character going. I think that probably helps him get his adrenaline pumping a little bit more to remain in that character.
Yeah, he keeps the intensity high.
Yeah,
he can do those really intense moments, but then he can also be like really he does the emotional scenes well, where he has the emotion, but he also is very not standoffish, but like very distant.
Yeah, no, of course.
Where you can see he's purposely trying to stay distant, even though you can see that underneath that those emotions are happening.
Oh yeah, no, there's a scene.
He does it well.
There's a scene in the hospital where he, thought he had done something horrible, and you can see his eye movement. It was, a lot of darting around the room, not looking at the person, which is the trying to keep distant. Even though he had tears coming down, he was trying to hold those back too. Yeah, which is the indication of who he is. He doesn't want to show you his emotions. He doesn't want to show you what's going on with him. He's like, no, fuck this. I'm don't look at me. Don't see this shit. That you could see it, and it was great. It really sold the character.
Yeah,
especially the torn part of him on how he felt at that moment.
Yeah, so very happy. Yes. If you haven't watched season 2 yet, watch season 2. If you haven't watched season 1 either, go watch both seasons. Go binge
the end of
watch.
season 1 of Daredevil too, because he was in that. So.
Yeah. Yep. So go watch it. It's good. Anyway, we should move on.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, moving on to Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I got a little too excited. I was thinking of something else. But yes, Dragon Ball Game Project Z. A action RPG. They don't have an announcement of when it's coming out, but they're saying it's going to be later this year.
Right.
Also, it's the same people who did the Naruto Shippuden series.
Oh, is it CyberConnect?
Yeah, CyberConnect 2. Yep.
Because I was gonna say, as I was watching this trailer before, the cell shading isn't as good as Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
Like, it's close and it's pretty damn good, but it just doesn't have that polish that Dragon Ball FighterZ has on the cell shader.
I really wish they had gone that route rather than this cell shading, because it would have been so much nicer to see.
Yeah, well, it's
all
not
that quality.
I mean, it's not really a matter of that. It's because Arc systems are like the only fools that know how to do that, the cell shading right. I mean, that's their tech that they're using with the Unreal Engine 4. I don't know if this is running off Unreal Engine 4. I don't know what engine they're using for this.
I think I want to say it was Crytek is what they were talking about. Possibly.
Really?
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
so don't
maybe.
quote me on that.
But CyberConnect 2, even though their cell shading isn't quite as good, they are the right choice, I feel, for doing a big game like this.
Oh, yeah.
Because Arc Systems only does fighting games.
Yeah.
That's all they do. That's why they're for Dragon Ball FighterZ, because that's what they specialize in. They probably wouldn't even take on a project like this. It's not what they do.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna give their tech away to other
Of course not.
to other
Of course
companies.
not. I gotta say though, it's nice that, I mean, it's gonna be the same series we all know, we all grew up with. You know, it's the same story all the time, every time. But it's nice to see that it's gonna be an actual RPG. You know, you're gonna walk around and do shit. From the understanding of what they're talking about or showing.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, there's hope, but.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've done my fair share of Dragon Ball games.
Yeah, even though they don't have like a hard date on it, it does say 2019.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, they said
I'm
later this
gonna
year.
assume the end of the year,
Most likely.
probably. See, this is how this is the first we're hearing about it. Yeah, it's weird. I just don't understand. Like, it's an action RPG, right?
Mhm.
Action RPG implies that you're gonna be doing a lot of fighting
Mhm.
and stuff. So if you look at a retelling of the entire Dragon Ball Z series, there's not really that many fights total to make like a whole fucking like action RPG out of. It's like, who is he gonna be fighting? Like, action RPG, there should be a lot of enemies. Like,
Yeah,
who
no, I
are you
understand.
gonna be fighting? Are they gonna be changing things around?
I assume a lot of the fights are probably going to be training of Gohan or training Goku against Piccolo, you know, that kind of stuff. I assume that's where most of the training or most of the fights are going to be located.
Yeah, because it would be really weird if they have like you playing as Goku and then you're just fighting like random ass criminals and shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's not what he does. It's not
No.
what he does. So I'm just like, okay. So you think about it, aside from because that seems really boring to me to just be like the only real fights are just training battles. Because then why is that an action? It doesn't need to be an action RPG. At that point, right? That's why we've had fighting games that do this shit. Yeah, like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
And if it's all exploration, like I just don't know what activities you're gonna have in this world. If it's a big open world action RPG, is it, I guess, openish world?
Openish, yeah.
I don't know. They haven't given any details really, but I don't know what you're gonna do if you're playing as Goku. Like I kind of feel like Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball will lend itself better to being an action RPG because Goku as a kid, nowhere near as powerful as he is. He couldn't fly, not until you get the Nimbus, anyways. And it was like this whole adventure with like Bulma and Yamcha and Oolong and stuff where you're constantly getting, attacked by bandits, monsters and stuff, and you're doing everything on foot. And that feels more like it should be an RPG than Dragon Ball Z. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no details. I have no idea what they're doing with it. I don't know if they're gonna just straight up do a retelling or if they're gonna add something to the story or change it or what.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I'm a little
Wary.
slightly, a little skeptical right now if that's going to be a good game or not.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. Anyways.
So yeah, moving on to the last bit of stuff that we got to talk about.
Yeah.
This has to do with Steam, Epic Games, and Metro Exodus.
Yeah.
So yeah, as most of you probably already heard, Metro Exodus has already left Steam and moved on to Epic Games store. And the thing is, Steam is going to be honoring the tickets, not tickets, the pre-orders, yeah, but they're not selling anymore. So,
yeah. They've completely taken it off the Steam platform.
Yeah.
Their store. So I mean, at least that is a good thing that they will. Those that pre-ordered will still get it on Steam. They will still get all the DLCs that come out in the future.
Yeah.
But it's really late in the game to
it's amazing
to be switching platform, to make it an exclusive for different platforms.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, what was it that they said the reasons? Because it was all convoluted and shit. Do you remember?
God damn.
But anyways, like most companies, they're never honest, and they try to like talk in circles.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on, guys, just say like, hey, this is a business opportunity, yeah, or it's just like this is more financially, sound. Just to be honest, it's just like, okay, well, fine, because we all know that's what it is. They're just doing it because they have to run a business. They need to make their money.
Well, they did say that it was cheaper to do it here. It was a better opportunity on Epic Games, but the reasoning behind doing it so late in the game, they really didn't answer to.
Yeah, I mean,
other than because
there's no excuse for that.
Yeah.
They just probably got a really good offer that they couldn't refuse.
Yeah,
and took it, regardless of how late in the game it was and whoever they're going to piss off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure Epic Store is like, oh, this is going to be, because the game looks really good. I'm sure Epic Games was like, oh, okay, let's have this be one of our big flagship exclusives, and we're just like, you guys are probably going to lose some money on that, but here we're going to compensate you. And this is just my opinion. That they're probably just going to compensate them, give them a shit ton of money to make an exclusive on their system. They're probably like, well, can't pass this up. They're compensating them enough, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is pissing a lot of people off.
Oh yeah. No, a lot of.
I don't feel like it's gonna keep enough people from not buying the game.
No, but I mean, there are a lot of people. Well, a lot of people online who are saying they want to boycott it now.
There's always people saying stupid shit.
Yeah. So I mean, there are people who are doing that. The physical copies, that was another big complaint. The physical copies, for a long time, it was advertising that physical copies were going to have Steam key links, and now that they've changed, those key links are going to be changed over to Epic Games Store. So,
and a lot of stores are not giving refunds for the pre-orders and stuff.
So that's upsetting, specifically for physical copy people.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because I know like a lot of people are just annoyed at all the different launchers.
Yeah.
Because you got fucking the ones I fucking loathe are like the Ubisoft.
Yeah.
One and EA. Like their functionality is horrible. They're a horrible user interface. And they're slow, they're clunky, and I find them unnecessary. Yeah. Especially when it's just a launcher for a specific company.
That's the thing is we don't have actual hands-on yet for Epic Games platform. We do plan on getting into it to find out and be able to give you a better opinion on that.
Well, hands-on opinion.
Yeah.
But right now, just from knowing what it is, my opinion is, as long as they're going to have games from other developers, not just their own, where it's another place where I can collect all my games and stuff, I'm okay with it. Especially if in the future they do have enough functionality there. I guess the upside is if they're serious about this and they go far and they do make it a worthwhile platform to collect all your games from all the different developers, it's going to be cheaper for all the games.
It'll definitely be cheaper, which we'll
see for new games. We're going to say
it'll force Steam to also lower their prices,
right? If they want to stay alive, sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Because I mean, like Steam has just ridiculous fucking sales all the time. Which I know is another reason why everybody has fucking Steam.
Yeah.
So if the Epic Game Store can do something like that with older titles, then they can stay on par. Because right now, as far as I know, the lower prices is mostly affecting new games. Because they're always $60, or whatever the price is going to be. But the Epic Store's charges about $10 less. Giving the savings to the consumer when they charge less to the developers for being on the platform.
Yeah.
Because I think, what was it, like what was it, 88... They'd get 88% or something on Steam, but they're going to do like 80% on Epic Game Store.
I think it was less than that.
Or something like that. No, maybe it was 70. I think
I can't remember.
Maybe it was 70. Yeah, I think it was maybe like 70% on Steam and then like 88% on Epic Games Store. But either way, they get more money.
Discord, wasn't it, that was saying that they wanted to bring it down to 30%?
Maybe that was Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Discord was saying that.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a lot of trouble probably for the next year or two.
Oh yeah,
with the competition of all these these three. I say three because I think Discord has a good chance of being something if they push a little more. But competition's good. It's gonna be hard because we're gonna have to choose, and we're gonna have to deal with all these business dealings where people are going to start going exclusive to this one and that one. But by the end, when it's all done with, everything will be better for it. But it's growing pains.
Yeah.
I mean, Steam's been the only fucking platform out there for like ever. And, it's about time they got some competition. Yeah,
no, I agree 100%. It sucks that, it is going the way it is, but I don't know. I have issues with PC games. That was one thing I always thought was great about PC was you didn't have people going, oh, you can't get it on this, this or this. You buy the game, you got the game for PC. That's it. And now they're doing the freaking exclusives on this, and it's just making it more of a pain in the ass for people who own PC systems to deal with people. But it isn't. It's kind of conflicting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as they have like a good launcher, should be fine. We'll see. Because again, that's just the reason I hate the launchers from like Ubisoft and EA, just because they're slow and clunky, and it just takes forever. Yeah. Honestly though, I'm going to say this though. I haven't used the Ubisoft launcher in quite a while. Like it literally stopped me from buying any more Ubisoft games. I literally stopped buying Ubisoft games because I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Every time I want to play one of their games, I'm like waiting and like, oh my god, like launch already, and like the launcher and the thing, and I was just like, fuck this, I'm tired. Like it's like you wasted so much time just fucking installing this thing and that thing, and
I know. I had my problems with the EA one too. Whenever I got Dragon Age 3 on there. And I was very disappointed with Dragon Age 3 because I think it had more to do with the how long it took to set up and all this other crap. It was just anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna go ahead and probably both of us get the Epic Game Store this week, and maybe next Sunday we'll talk about the actual experience. Because Steam for me, it just works. It just works, and like for me, I have a Steam Link that I absolutely fucking love. Yeah. Because I can play all my games, like all my games of like the Messenger that I was playing. That's all being played through my Steam Link.
Well, I wonder how that's going to interact with Epic.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because that's one issue for me is that Steam, they have a lot of functionality. Yeah. And the Steam Link works just fine. I mean, I can't do 4K games on it, but I don't have 4K TV anyways. Neither can I. So I'm fine with it right now. And the entire thing of the Messenger that I played, the entire run was all played through my Steam Link, sitting here in the living room playing the game. Yeah. Which I can't do with anything else at the moment, unless I have it specifically on a console, or I want to come drag my fucking PC into the living room and hook it up to a TV, which I don't. Yeah. No. So that works. So everything about the Steam works great. I'm used to it. I have all my shit on there. It's easy. Things just fucking start. So if Epic Game Store can have as easy a time, and if things just work, then fucking great. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, I agree. Anyways. I think that's probably the end for this.
Yeah, that's the show for today.
Yep. So, till next time, I'm Chris.
David.
And this is BFG. Hope you guys have a good one.
Later.